did, you'd see the same outfits. Like, I actually don't even have one. I should ask for one so I can get teacher discounts. It is 6:24 and I am so tired. My feet hurt so bad, but I'm making a change and hopefully it's good. But it was still a pretty good and productive afternoon, so I'm not mad about that. Hey guys, it's Fernanda. Welcome back to my channel. So today is Sunday, January 6th. I go back to school tomorrow from winter break. So I'm actually going to go to my classroom so I can get some things situated. Last year at my old school, I was able to go in if I wanted to whenever during break. This year at my new school, I couldn't because they were cleaning the carpets and deep cleaning the whole school basically, because we're going to have an open house sometime this month. So I couldn't go in unless it was Christmas Day, which I was not gonna go. I was out of town anyway. Or New Year's Day, which wasn't gonna happen for me either because I woke up super late and I was super tired. I'm also gonna try to go to Dollar Tree real quick so I can try to buy some of those like little marble things that you put in fish tanks. I hope you know what I'm talking about. For some things that I want to make for math. I just want to organize, redo the seating chart, and make some copies, and that's pretty much all I want to do for today. Tomorrow is Monday, so I do have my classroom to myself after school, so I do plan on doing a little bit of work, but I don't plan on staying very long because I got a puppy, so I want to make sure to come home with my puppy and my other dog. Okay, so I'm in my classroom and it turns out they're still cleaning right now, so I'm not going to do much inside my classroom. I'm just going to make a bunch of copies and then take work home and hopefully get some work done there. So here's what I've done so far. So in math, we're going to be working a lot on base 10 and adding and subtracting within 20. So I made these little boxes. These are photo boxes from Michael's. So I have some 10s, some 1s, and I'm going to make 10 so there's enough so people work in partners. For these, I'm going to put some like marble looking things so we can work with 10 frames. So that's what these are for. I'm going to take them home. I'm currently making a ton of copies, and let me also show you these. I used to have a rug, but it was completely destroyed as we were having lunch in the classroom for the first month or so. So I had a tape for where kids are supposed to sit, but I don't really like that because people pick at it. Obviously you can't see tape left, but so I bought these things. These are Velcro circles, and they're colored. So that's perfect. So I'm going to put these on tomorrow. Okay, good morning. I just got to my classroom. It is a huge mess. I came yesterday and they were not done cleaning the carpets and waxing the floors, so I couldn't do much. And I just told the custodian to just leave the desk as they were, because he was going to try to put them back like he found them. But I think I'm just going to put them back and then change the seating chart after school, and we'll see how that goes. So it's after school, and today went pretty well, especially considering that today was the first day back from break. Like I mentioned earlier, or yesterday, or whenever, I came to school yesterday and I couldn't get much done because the cleaning was still going on. There were big furniture pieces that did not belong in my classroom that were just being kind of stored in here for the meantime so they could wax the floors, and my desks were all over the place, and there was furniture like literally all over the school, so getting things done was just not gonna work yesterday. I did make copies. I totally forgot that I had other copies to make, so I made those this morning. I'm so glad that I did plan my phonics, ELA, and math ahead of time. Like I made PowerPoint slides for them like I've done in the past, and that just made everything so easy, made everything flow really smoothly, and I just felt a lot more prepared. Something that I did want to do yesterday that I didn't get a chance to was change my seating chart. I just did that. I literally changed my entire classroom around, so let me show you. So here is a quick overview. So over there where you see these cards, that used to be my writing station, so I used to have desk right there. My library area was in this corner right here. I had 4 table groups, but I want to have it 4 so we can do more seat work. So I changed my library area over here and my writing station over there. Or where the writing station, I don't know if you can see, there are some hooks right there. That's where I used to have backpacks because not all my backpacks fit there and they all just fall all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some command hooks and just put some hooks on top right there. And I think that's going to work a lot better. But yeah, every once in a while I get the sudden urge to change things around. So that's what I did. There's still a mess. I'm gonna leave it, unfortunately, and I'm gonna go home because I feel bad for my puppy, so I'm gonna go and be with her. Today I woke up earlier than I usually do by like an hour, kind of, and I got here, which means I got here super early and I got things done. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow too, so I can get things done. And maybe I'll start doing that from now on. That way I can just go home and be with my puppy. I'm gonna go with my puppy. If I do any work at school or at home, I'll vlog it. So yeah. Oh, and let me show you the spots that I showed you yesterday. So excuse the mess on the floor, but I replaced all the tape, or the lack of tape, because some of it were just like already peeled off, with these Velcro dots. I got them off of Amazon, and they stick pretty well, but you can just take it off and there's no damage to your carpet, unlike if you were to put duct. I also replaced my lineup spots that you see in the front, so now they're also Velcro dots. Okay, before I go home, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this kindergarten crate. I got it maybe at the beginning of winter break, but yeah, I didn't really feel much during winter break like I thought I was going to, but I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed my break, not really doing much. I didn't work my second job, and it felt pretty nice. And then also with getting a puppy, that took a lot of my time. Kindergarten Crate is a monthly subscription service for preschool, kindergarten, and first grade teachers. The first thing I see is a beanie. I'm not much of a beanie person. I feel like they don't really suit me very well. Yeah, no. But it's cute, and it says, do you want to have a snow day? And honestly, it'd be really cool to have a snow day, but it doesn't really happen often here where I live anyway. And then we have some mini erasers. They are polar bear erasers, which is really cool. I love having mini erasers. We also have some little like Arctic animals. This is really cool. So then you also get 2 packs of instant snow mix, and they're both each 1 gallon. So all you have to do is pour water and just watch it make, and then just watch it turn to snow. So that's really cool. I might do like a little science experiment for that. That's really cool. Oh, and then they give you little plates for that. So that's, again, really cool, really convenient to have all together. Oh, these are cool. These are like lead pencils, but they're for primary grades because they're really thick and they are like triangular. I'm actually gonna leave these right here because this is my writing center. I like having different things to write with, so I'll leave these. Then we have a thermometer. I wonder if the instant snow like changes like temperature, like if it gets cold. We have a penguin notepad, and then construction paper like in half. And then the last thing is a book. This is Where Do Polar Bears Live? I might actually do this. That's really cool. And you have the activity to go along with it. It's a writing activity that says polar bears can, polar bears have, and polar bears are. So I'm totally gonna do this. This is really cool. So thank you, Kindergarten Crate, for sending this my way. I'll also have a link down below where you can sign up for a Kindergarten Crate, and I'll also include a coupon code that you can use to get money off of your first box. So I am home. I'm making dinner. I'm prepping our lunches for tomorrow. It is 6:24 and I am so tired. My feet hurt so bad, which pretty much confirms that I didn't do anything at all this break. So yesterday I posted this on Instagram, and it was just a picture of my lunch. So leading up to Christmas break this year and last year, my lunches were so bad. It consisted of leftovers from the night before, usually Panda, because we usually do Panda Express on Sundays. So I would take the leftovers on Monday, and then the other days would be like really not that healthy food, or I wouldn't take a lunch on purpose because I would get McDonald's because it's the only thing that's close to my school. So I decided I have to try harder with my lunches. So Alex and I were talking, and he wants to eat better too, and he goes to the gym all the time anyway. So we decided we're gonna have really healthy dinners and lunches Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Wednesdays I'll just try like a Pinterest recipe or something like that, and then Saturday, Sunday is usually when we go out to eat. So that way there's more of a balance, and I'm not eating like junk food all the time. Today for lunch I took a Southwest salad that I prepared here at home with chicken. I made overnight oats for breakfast because that's something else that I wasn't doing, or I haven't been doing for a long time, is eating breakfast. And I know it's horrible. So I started making overnight oats again. I used to do this back like maybe 2 years ago. And they're actually really good, so let me show you. Before, I used to make these overnight oats in a mason jar, but I just bought these like glass Tupperware containers that I really like. So this is what it looks like right now. It looks not like there isn't anything special about them yet, but they're so easy to prep. All you need is rolled oats, a little bit of milk, and whatever toppings you want, and just put it in the fridge, and in the morning it's all ready to go. So for this one, I just put the rolled oats, milk, I put a little bit of honey, I put a banana, and a little bit of cinnamon. I don't know if it's gonna taste good. I'll try it, and then it's all ready to go. So I was wondering if you guys would want to see a lunches of the week kind of video. I know you guys like my outfits of the week video, but if I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, a lot of my clothes don't fit anymore. It's a direct result of my eating habits and my lack of exercise. So that's a big reason why I have not been doing outfits of the day or outfits of the week this year. Just because if I did, you'd see the same outfits like really often because I wear the same outfit. But I'm making a change and hopefully it's good. But yeah, so if you want to see a lunches of the week video, let me know in the comments below. Good morning, it is Tuesday, and yesterday I said I was going to get here super early and get things done, and yeah, I kind of did. So I still got here early. I have like 40 minutes before the kids come into class, so I do want to clean up a little bit. One thing I did forget to do is get command hooks so I can put the extra backpacks up there. I think it should be fine. I'll just ask them to put in below the backpacks that we already have, and then tomorrow or today I'll get those hooks. So the first day back was yesterday, and I was so tired. So tired yesterday. We did have PE. In case you're new here, I have to teach PE, so I play with the kids most of the time. So we were racing, and I raced with them, and I was wearing flats, and it was out in the parking lot, so my feet were hurting so bad after that. But it was a good day, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get things organized, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. So it is after school on Wednesday. I just got done with a meeting, so I actually thought my meeting was going to run longer, and so suddenly I have this extra time. I'm going to go ahead and prep some materials for tomorrow and then go home. Today was a pretty good day. Our morning was pretty smooth, and then when it came to the afternoon, when we were about to do math, the internet went down just as I was about to pull up the Google Slides presentation that we have for math. So that threw us off a little bit. I had my kids do math centers instead, so I switched those 2 times around. And then also it was raining today and it was really cold, so we weren't able to go outside for PE, so we sit inside. So my afternoon was completely flipped around, but it was still a pretty good and productive afternoon, so I'm not mad about that. Yesterday we worked on this craft. This is my example. This is from Primary Scouts on TPT, and it just says popping into the new year. So we made a little Pop-Tart, and we wrote a goal that we wanted to achieve in 2019. So I just put this year I want to learn a lot, and my kids absolutely loved making this activity. And I also got my kids Pop-Tarts to go along with it, so once they finished I got a Pop-Tart, and they were just super happy about the whole thing. I will include a few of my favorites that my students made in this area right here. I also started using this for my lower students that really need help with math, or just any student that wants to use it, honestly. So I made this math mat, I don't know what to call it yet, with things that I've purchased from TPT, but I can definitely make it without them. So if you want to have and put it on my TPT store if you want. But basically I just have numbers 0 through 20 up on the top with both the number word 10 frame and tally mark. Then I have 2 10 frames right here, and then you can't really see, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 20 over here. I have a number bond, and this is whole part. Again, you can't really see because it's really light. I did that on purpose. And then I have a number line at the bottom from 0 to 20, and then on the side I just have a little reminder what this sign means and what this sign means. My lower kids have really taken off with this. I think this is what they needed in order to kind of catch up with the rest of us, I guess. I have little marble things that you put in fish tanks that I got from Dollar Tree that they can use for the 10 frame, and I got those on purpose so that they could still see the number underneath if they cover it with a marble because it's see-through. And honestly guys, it's been so great so far. Also in my classroom we track sight words with a graph, so students track their own sight word progress, but I have a lot of students that are just way above sight words, so I started doing reading fluency similar to what Dibbles is like from TBT. I'll have a link down below in case you're interested. But it just has reading passages. So this is a student copy, and then this is a teacher copy. I know it's not the same story, but you get the point. And the teacher copy has how many words they read, and then at the end they have comprehension questions. So we started doing that today with my 8, and it seems to be working really well. So I'm happy that I have something else for those students that have already mastered sight words to work on. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and print some things and probably go home. We're going to start off with an A, okay? Word?
Whoa! You have to spell it.
Right there.
You have to spell it.
Spell it for me.
WE'ESDAY.
Good. What 2 letters make the A sound? And it starts with a... What kind of W? Capital. Yeah. Drum roll for...
That's 1 extra minute. Try.
Good job.
1 minute and we get 2 more.
Hey guys, so it is Friday. I don't think I vlogged yesterday. It was because I was really busy in the morning, and then in the afternoon I just left as soon as I could to go to the gym and get home as soon as I could, again, to be with my puppies. So sorry about that. And I felt like it was a really productive day, and I think I'm gonna make a few changes to my Friday schedule. So let's talk about that. Okay, so let me walk you through my Friday schedule so you kind of have an idea of like why I'm changing it. First thing Friday, we come in, we do morning meeting. Then we have computers for about 40 minutes. First and second share a laptop cart, so I want to make sure that my kids get a little bit of time on the computers, since when they get to 2nd grade, they'll be doing their benchmark tests on the computer, so I want them to be familiar with a computer. And then after computers, we go to library, and then after library, we go to recess. Then we come back, we do our CKLA, and then we do our spelling test. And then if we have time left over, we do a literacy rotation. And then after that, we go to lunch. After lunch, we do independent reading for a little bit while table groups go to the bathroom or get water. And then we do a read aloud, and then we do journals. And then after journals, we do whole group math. And if we have time, then we do math centers. And then we do Fun Friday. So I'm not really changing a whole lot, I just want to add a little bit more. So typically when my students are doing computers, I'm either helping them log in, because that's always a must do. They always like X out by accident, or their computer's not working, or whatever. Or I'm trying to collect homework folders, check homework, input it into the gradebook, and stuff like that. I'm gonna have my A to start doing those things instead, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do some data collection on my students. So whether that means sight words, reading fluency, or math facts. So today I did math facts, and I've shown you this before, but I used this resource. I forgot where it's from, but I'll link it down below. And I have it color coded for every math fact family. And I just call every kid, we go over them, they take a time test, they graph their results, and I post it on Seesaw for parents to see. So I'm going to start doing more things like that during that time instead of managing type things. I think this is just going to be a lot more, this is definitely going to be a lot more productive on my end and my kids' end. And then once my aide finishes with all the management kind of stuff, then she can also start tracking other things. So for example, when I was doing the math fact tracking, my aide was doing reading fluency or sight words. So or she was doing spelling tests for kids that need like an accommodation kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. My throat feels a little bit weird, so I'm really hoping that I don't get sick. That would really suck. I haven't gotten too sick this school year, knock on wood. So I definitely don't want to get sick. In my classroom, I use a classroom doorbell to get my students' attention. Last year I used it as well, and last year at my old school I was required to wear my school ID and a lanyard. So I just had a little hand sanitizer holder attached to my lanyard, and it worked perfect, and it was great. I never lost it. It was awesome. This year we're such a small school, and I'm not in a district, that we're not really required to wear our teacher IDs. I actually don't even have one. I should ask for one so I can get teacher discounts. So I was always losing my doorbell. There was a while there that it was in my car and I couldn't find it. So I decided I don't want to wear a lanyard just for my bell, so I got one of these things. They're like a little ID holder badge thing, pretty much like a lanyard, and it says I love tacos. I got it from Walmart. All I did was I glued it on with Velcro dots. So now I just put it on my pocket and I have it anywhere I go. So this worked super well. I might even do that with my clicker for PowerPoints, but I don't think I needed that much for that. Okay, so I'm not gonna stay here much longer. But something I do want to start doing in my vlogs is kind of talk to you guys about my favorite read alouds from the week. And this week I have two that I really enjoyed, and my students enjoyed as well. So let me just get them for you. Okay, so the first one is called Do Frogs Drink Hot Chocolate? And I bought this not too long ago on Scholastics, and I love it. I think it's perfect for this time of year in January if you're learning about Arctic animals and stuff like that. This is great because it just talks about how animals keep warm. It's very informational, and I love how it's written. So let me see if I can just show you one page. So it kind of follows this format. It says, when it gets cold out, do animals turn up the heat? And then I had my students guess like yes or no, and then it says the answer, so like no, and then it'll tell you how animals keep warm. So it was a really fun book to read. My kids definitely loved it. I highly recommend it. I will have a link for it down below as well. Okay, so the other book that I really enjoyed this week is I Want My Hat Back, and it looks like this, also from Scholastics, and I will also have a link down below. So it's a very simple book. It's just about a bear that's going around looking for his hat, but he encounters a rabbit wearing a red hat, and when he asks the bunny if he has seen his hat, the bunny just pretty much gets super nervous, like we all do when we lie, just rambles on saying no, and then at the end the bear realizes that the bunny has it. So then you just see them like staring at each other, and next thing you know, you just see the bear sitting down with his hat on, and then another animal asks the bear like, hey, have you seen a rabbit with a red hat on? And the bear just kind of rambles on saying no. So it doesn't really say if the bear ate it or sat on it or what happened. So it's a great book to make inferences. So I love this book. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna end the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.